In all of Valyrian history, every dragon lord bonded with a single dragon. One rider, one beast. That was the rule, even for the mighty Targaryens. But Daenerys Targaryen, the mother of dragons, defied this ancient tradition. She hatched 3 dragons, Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion, and while she only rode one, the others followed her commands, at least for a time. So how was Daenerys able to control 3 dragons when no Valyrian before her could? In Valyrian freehold lore, dragons were not pets or mere war machines. They were magical, intelligent creatures. Each formed a deep magical and psychic bond with a single rider. This bond was exclusive and powerful. If a rider died, the dragon could be claimed by another, but only one at a time. This bond was sacred, and controlling more than one dragon at once was never recorded in Valyrian history. Even Aegon the Conqueror only rode Balerion. His sisters, Rhaenys and Visenya, had Meraxes and Vhagar. Even the most powerful dragon lords of old bonded with one. That was the way of the dragon. But Daenerys didn't just find dragons. She birthed them. She stepped into Khal Drogo's funeral pyre with 3 petrified dragon eggs and emerged unburnt, while the eggs cracked open into living flame. This wasn't normal dragon birth. It was the result of blood magic, fire sacrifice, and a convergence of ancient Targaryen bloodlines. Dany didn't just bond with Drogon. She became a living symbol of Valyrian fire made flesh. Her connection to the dragons wasn't merely spiritual. It was magical, elemental. She became a mother, not a rider. So why ride only Drogon? Why not take command of all 3? While Daenerys may have had influence over all 3 dragons, only Drogon ever bonded with her in the traditional rider sense. He chose her, responded to her touch, and allowed her to mount him. Drogon was always closest to her, aggressive, wild, powerful. In many ways, he embodied Daenerys' own evolution. He saved her life multiple times and ultimately became her steed of war. Rhaegal and Viserion respected her, but they were not bonded in the same way. When Tyrion approached them in Meereen to unchain them, they allowed him to get close, but they never allowed him to ride or command them in battle. Let's be clear, Daenerys could command all 3 dragons to some degree. She spoke Valyrian, the language that resonates with draconic magic. She raised them. They saw her as their mother. But riding is a different level. It requires a mental synchronization, a merging of spirit and flame. Only Drogon allowed that. This is why Jon Snow couldn't just hop on a dragon because he was Targaryen. He had to be accepted. Rhaegal allowed it, forming a bond of his own. Daenerys' unique role was less of a traditional dragon rider and more of a draconic matriarch, a Valyrian reborn. Here's where things get mystical. Some believe Daenerys was more than just a Targaryen. She was a prophesied firebringer, like Azor Ahai, a reincarnation of Valyria's last flame priestesses. Her rebirth and the dragon's return marked the end of an age. In the world of ice and fire, there's speculation that early Valyrian dragon lords were also fire sorcerers. Perhaps they didn't tame dragons by willpower alone, but through blood rituals and magical rites. If that's true, Daenerys' ability to influence 3 dragons may come from her unwitting channeling of ancient Valyrian rites, lost to time, but reborn in her blood. Ultimately, Daenerys' ability to control 3 dragons was a gift. However, she was never taught the old ways, never guided by Valyrian wisdom. The bond she had was powerful, but unstable. Her 2 dragons died, and in the end, even Drogon couldn't save her. The last dragon queen controlled 3 dragons, but she died alone, with only one left to mourn her. Daenerys Targaryen rewrote the laws of dragons, but at great cost. Was she a chosen queen, or a cursed sorceress of fire and blood?